So as you guys know, March Madness is the biggest event when it comes to basketball, and that means that 2K is going to go all in. So like the video right now if you want to see amazing new locker codes, new spotlight sims, free players, and basically the best content of the year. And of course, let me know what you want to see specifically, because we got to cover a lot of stuff that is coming, what to expect, and I want to make sure that you guys are ready. Now at the moment, as you know, 2K did release the triple threat spotlight sims for a free Galaxy Opal Kyle Kuzma, and I think this is the first, hint at something big, something amazing. And of course, with all the events they've been having throughout the year, I do feel like March Madness is going to be the next one with new locker codes, free players, of course, and events, because they've been doing this basically, the whole year. We did start with the Halloween, Dia de los Muertos. They did have the Shea, so I definitely do see somebody like Carmelo Anthony. I definitely do see like a Kareem type of player, as a 100 overall card, right? Especially with all the cards that 2K does have. At the moment, we should be seeing some greatness. I definitely do expect, my boy Heso Melo Jello. Favorite color, yellow. I would not be mad if he's the next 100 overall card, just because it makes sense. It's definitely going to be like a college type of player. It could be Magic, even though Magic we did see during the All-Star events and stuff like that. But a player that we always see is like Pistol Pete's. We always see those college players. For example, Tyler. I'm 100% guaranteeing it right now. We are going to see a Tyler when it comes to the new March Madness content. And like I said, the most important thing is the fact that we should be seeing an event, kind of like how we've been seeing, basically the whole year, which I did mention, Dia de los Muertos. But then also we did have Thanksgiving. Hopefully it's not like this one. This one was probably like the worst event we had, because it was just earn a ball drop mini game or a MyTeam festival event. So hopefully it's not like that. I'm hoping it's more along the lines of the Winter Festival, how we had the Dark Matter Shaq. Obviously now we have the 100 overall Shaq as well, but this would be, just a nice little free Dark Matter that everybody can earn, free Opals, free Pink Diamonds, and then of course they're gonna have the big, player that's always available. We saw that in Shea. We saw that in Shaq, and with the success that 2K saw with all-star content and this event specifically, I do feel like this is 2K's way of really being like, hey, we saw success here, let's do it again, but bigger and better. And if you remember this event from just literally, it literally just happened. So we should be seeing 100 overalls, Dark Matters, free players, locker codes, etc. when it comes to March Madness, because like I said, 2K always goes all in, especially with this. I think this is just a hint, because they added this to the mobile side, so obviously the console side needs something, right? And we're going to throw it back, but not like that. This ain't the hub. Do you guys remember this Galaxy Opal bracket? Basically, you can see some of the players. We had Jarrett, we did have Kemba Walker. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a Kemba. Jay Williams always comes out. Bill Walton always comes out during this time. They do basically sometimes do a tournament where we get to vote, for a free player, and eventually that becomes a locker code. It happened in previous 2Ks. We had, Dwayne Wade as a locker code. We did have, of course, Lonzo Ball as a locker code and stuff like that. So we definitely should be seeing, hopefully, either Spotlight Sims or a tournament like this. So 2K, if you're watching this video, it would be really cool if we saw an event like this once again, where we got to vote for the players. And then eventually, they basically said, and we'll drop a locker code for the winner. Again, we saw that with D-Wade. We saw that with Lonzo Ball. I'll put up on the screen if I do find the, the pictures of those locker codes when they drop them, obviously. And so, we should be seeing something like this. So 2K, this would be really cool to involve the MyTeam community into voting the players. And then, of course, they're going to be dropping bracket busters. I am making this video now to give you guys a heads up, obviously, because I definitely do see them either coming out, this week, leading up to this week, if not next week. We should be seeing like a Kareem I mentioned. Previously they did drop Kareem, they dropped Steph Curry, bracket busters right here, locker codes, of course. But this right here is what I'm most excited for, because bracket buster spotlight challenges. Yes, I do feel like spotlights are making a return. It just kind of makes sense, especially with, again, what they added on mobile with, of course, Kyle Kuzma. I feel like we definitely do need some spotlight sims there. And we had a free Galaxy Opal Ralph Sampson, one of the biggest players of all time, 7'4". So I feel like that'd be a good counter to like the Wembys, the Shaqs, the Porzingis is running around. So a nice little, spotlight would be nice. Ralph Sampson, obviously they're going to continue their super packs, the whole season concept, Power Within we had last year, back in 23, I believe this was, right? Yeah, 2K23. So this just goes to show you that, like, we're along those lines, right? Where we're going to be seeing, or was this 22? I think this was 2K22. Yeah, 22, my bad, I'm tripping. Sorry, but you see the Luka, the Michael Jordan. Yeah, I do feel like 100 overall Luka's on the way as well. Obviously, Power Within was a crazy thing. And then, of course, they did have bracket busters right here as well, which were like spotlight, you know, sims, but also like agendas. And so we were able to get daily free players, you know, weekly daily free players. And so log in daily to complete the bracket busters mural. We did also have this free Galaxy Hobo Glen Rice. So this is what I mean, like 2K is gonna go all in with the free players, but of course they're gonna go all in more with the packs, because we did also have Dark Matter Kareem. So I do feel like Kareem probably could be the next 100 overall player. I know we already have some big guys, but you know, it would make sense, even though Melo is also one of my guesses. Tell me which player you guys want to see, because with bracket busters, again, we had daily, weekly free players, and then of course the packs. But then also we had this, you know, bracket buster skill challenges are live. Like 2K has always dropped some pretty good stuff with March Madness, and it gives me hope, especially with what we just had with All-Star Weekend. Like, you know what I mean, like with All-Star contents. Like, I'm very hopeful, even though it is 2K, so, like, you can never be too hopeful, because they could just be like, packs only, super packs, and then, like, you know, that's it. You know, that'd be kind of scary. And then we have the Bracket Busters collection right here with Kareem. You know, we're definitely gonna be getting a Jimmer. You know, Jimmer, he always comes out. You know, certain players just always come out, like Tyler I mentioned. You know, Pistol Pete's, players like that. Like, it's all the college players that have played in college and have had an impact. You know, Kemba Walker. You know what he did. That man, oh man, he was so good in college. You know, in the NBA, he was pretty good too, but unfortunately, you know, no longer the case. You know, Steve Blake, just, you know, 2K's been adding a lot of golds, emeralds, and sapphires this year, so it just kind of, like, makes sense that we'll see something like this. Again, Magic, Melo. You know, we already got the Chet, so I don't see a new Chet, but Tyler definitely is getting a card. They might make him one of the best cards in the game. And if you've been playing 2K for a while, you know exactly how good that Tyler was, right? And so you can see, you know, some of the draws we had. Again, Magic, you know, I could definitely see a Magic, a Carmelo, a Kareem. You know, we did, of course, have these challenges, these spotlights, these players as well get added. You know, Magical Johnson is always around the corner. Luke Walton, you know, stuff like that. I'm hoping they don't add a new Magic, because they did it with Shaq already, where they gave us 100 overall Shaq, and, like, I have the Dark Matter versions of them, so, you know. Oh, yeah, Christian always comes out. Bill Walton, yeah, Ralph Sampson. Ralph Sampson just makes a lot of sense. Like, a Dark Matter Ralph Sampson as, like, a free card would go crazy. You know, they could do D-Wade as well. Tyler again. You see, Tyler's always there, bro. You know, Culver's always there. You know, Turner's always there. Like, certain players are just always there. Kareem. You know, these are all just the previous, you know, basically March Madness content we've seen. Pistol Pete's, you know, he's always around the corner as well during this time. All these college players, I do hope that they just do, like, either daily free stuff or, like, a big spotlight sim. You know, I feel like that would just make a lot of sense with, again, you know, potentially seeing a Melo, a Tyler. You know, I could definitely see Luka getting a 100 overall card too. I wouldn't be surprised if they drop, like, 100 overall LeBron and then Dark Matter Luka, or vice versa. I know LeBron already has a Dark Matter, but 2K likes to give LeBron 20 different cards every year. And then, of course, either after that or before that, we might see that Melo, like I mentioned, the Tyler, and then, of course, you know, the March Madness content. So you got to tell me what you want to see. I just wanted to give you a heads up, and definitely stay tuned for more. In the meantime, check out the pack opening, check out the gameplay, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.